dead.
All right, last chance. Give me the count of 3. 1, 2, 3.
Try as you might, thou shalt not penetrate the walls of fair playwrightville. The walls are thick and the locks are strong. Not since the fabled walls of Jericho fell to...
God. The theater's going to lose the damage to building.
How did you do that?
How can you live like this?
How the hell did you get in here?
Oh, Mark, this is disgusting. Like, is this a sandwich?
Well, it was a sandwich, now it's a symbol.
What?
Of a declining world order and thinking of a rising unity, of lack of maid service. I don't give you time and I'll think of something.
The theater gives you money so you write, not disintegrate.
I'm not disintegrating, I'm creating. This is the environment that I thrive in.
It's a wonder you're not mildewed.
I haven't heard anybody else complain.
I'm the only one you've got, Mark.
I could, breaking and entering a felony, I could have you arrested.
I'm not the one in trouble.
You broke into my sanctorium. I distinctly remember last night, locking the door, throwing the bolts. There's no way you could...
You left the keys in the lock, genius. So, where is it?
First what?
The play, Mark. The play I've been asking you about for the last month. The play the theater paid you all that money to write.
Well, that.
Yes, that. The Classic Theater is supposed to be opening the season with a new Mark W. transom.
You don't understand the process, my dear. You don't just write a play. You have to work up to it. Writing is the easy part. It's getting prepared to write. That's the hard part.
Yeah, you handed me a first draft a month ago.
I gave you what I had.
Yeah, a title written on a beer poster.
Well, that's a start.
But then you told me the title had changed.
I got a new idea.
Now I've got nothing.
Yeah, got your help.
The board is meeting tomorrow morning, Mark. I've got to give them something.
Tell them I'm working on something.
Have you even started?
I must have. I bought some paper.
The board is expecting a manuscript. They think it is such an achievement for a small theater like the Classic to be hosting a world premiere by one of the country's most famous playwrights. So when you told me you had an idea for a
More
play,
of a notion than an idea.
I trusted you. For old time's sake.
Grand times they were, Joe.
Despite the fact you haven't had a hit in 6 years.
Joe, I know you're taking a chance on me, honest. I do. I appreciate the work, but, I need something to fill the endless hours.
Looks like you're doing more emptying than filling.
Tools in the search for inspiration.
Yeah, but I need to play by 10 o'clock in the morning.
That's 11 hours.
Yeah, 11 hours.
Don't worry. I work best on the deadline.
Do you know that I put my job on the line for you? Do you want me to get fired? Like, do you want me to... What's this?
It's nothing, Joe. Joe, leave it there. It's nothing.
This is a play.
A bad play, Joe. Don't let them read a bad play. You don't want that one.
This is a finished play. Has it ever been produced?
It's bad. It's not good enough to be produced.
A premiere.
Joe, it's a bad play. I found some boxes, some old things around here. Don't even remember writing it. It's one of the bad periods in my life.
Mark, your whole life is a never-ending bad period.
Well, I go bad, and that's a bad play.
Well, I need a play.
Well, not this one. Would serve you right if I let you have that for all the misery you've caused me.
Oh, I've caused you.
Put that down!
Okay. But I need a play to produce. Or else the board will revoke your commission.
What does that mean?
That means no fees, no residence, no royalties, and you pay for the damages.
Tell them I'm working on something.
A play.
Something.
A play.
Oh, I'm gonna play it now. I'm gonna play it now. I promise I'll give them a play now. Give me that back, please. You don't want it, please.
No. I think I'll hold on to this for some incentive.
Incentive? Do you really think I need incentive?
If you
very select fraternity of misfits, malcontents, and malelements. Don't believe me? Look at Shakespeare. Abandoned his wife and family in Stratford so he could work in London. That is not civilized behavior. And the rest, they're no better. Moliere was a philanderer. Ibsen was a bastard. Eugene O'Neill, drunken neurotic. Tennessee Ernie Williams, neurotic drunk. Samuel Beckett, prig. And George Bernard Shaw was Irish. Mark W. Transom, all of the above. Well, except for Irish that managed to dodge that bullet. How to start a play. There are those that say a writer should write with what they know. Makes you wonder why there's not more plays than in a tavern. I don't have a lot of time to imagine it, so I better stick with something when I know it. See, you have to make up a whole bunch of stuff, and there's no shortage of characters. And if the bending stinks, you just blame it on life. There are no happy endings in life, and theater should not support that illusion. Playwriting is the ultimate exercise in control. I control the place, the story, the people, and the time. But with not a lot of time, I better keep this simple, work with something I know. The rehearsal hall. The rehearsal hall. I've seen many of these places. Dusty, empty venues filled with second-hand furniture and first-hand dust. The habitat of actors, directors, stage managers, and other mythical characters. Speaking of characters, maybe I should figure out who this is about. Actors are a lot of fun. Colorful, whimsical creatures, kind of the pixies for a modern-day age. And little old ladies love plays about actors. Jeffrey Regent. I met him 2 years ago at the Shaw Festival. Don't worry about using real people in your story, because you can always change the name and even the gender if you want to in the second draft.
I just adore Shaw.
That's the first thing he said to me. Not the best way to start up a conversation with someone who thinks that Shaw is long-winded, overrated, antiquated old anarchist.
I think my favorite Shawian repertoire has to be Superman and Man, or maybe it's Man and the Arms, which is the one with all the talking in it. In any case, I decided to gather my lifetime of experience together of the theater and put it into a memoir. The only question is, do I put that into the form of a book, or a play, or perhaps a series of books, or an anthology of plays, or perhaps both? I don't know. You're a writer. What do you think?
Maybe you're not a good choice for protagonist. You know, I only have so much time, and I don't think I can keep his dialogue under 3 hours.
Let me tell you about my Stratford days. I was in the festival for over 8 years, you know.
Toss that idea out. Toss that idea out. We'll keep him for comic relief or something. Maybe we need someone younger. Someone with an edge. I met this kid about 5 years ago at Northern College. I was a commencement speaker, and I'm just trying to get in the cab, and he comes up to me, and
You're Mark W. Transom, right?
I was just trying to get back to the hotel.
I am such a big fan of yours.
He wouldn't leave me alone.
Yeah, I just want to ask you something.
So he asked me,
You know your play, The Medium Bankman?
one of my early plays.
Were you on something when you wrote that? I mean, the play is just so full of bizarre images. It's so, well, anti-normal. A professor told me you were taking something to expand your mind. Not that I don't think you're not great when you're straight. It's just that your work is so out there, you know? So are you just naturally antisocial, or is it induced? I got money riding on this.
I've just decided there's way too many stories about actors. Let's put him on the supporting character pile. Yeah. You know, who haven't I used yet? Who's yet to use? What other personality have I yet to exploit in the name of drama? Sometimes your brain spews out the most unexpected things. And if you're smart, you use what your subconscious has to offer. So the question is, how do I use her? Harvard, you want to play? You're in the play. You're in a play. A play within a play. And guess what? Poor old Mark W. Transom didn't make it through the night. Aren't you feeling bad now? Now all you have left to do is
The cardboard box.
now. This is good. Yeah. I like to start out low key with an actor engaged in an activity like looking over a script.
Oh boy.
I warned you it was bad,
Oh boy.
and now you're stuck with it.
Oh boy.
This is good. This is real good. Protagonist stuck in a tough situation, but eventually you have to introduce some other characters. That gives you like revealing interaction.
Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy.
Maybe some dialogue too. That's supporting actor. Got another character.
Good morning, Joe.
I know her too.
Coffee?
Seems she's rather famous around the theater community,
Here you go.
or infamous, I should say.
Great.
Frankly, I always liked her, so let's throw her into the mix.
I needed a coffee.
You seem wired enough already.
Coffee settles me down, Ivy.
Really?
Yeah. Weird body chemistry. Caffeine keeps me calm. Nervous? Why shouldn't I be? If this doesn't work, the board will have my high.
Listen, I just wanted to thank you
For what?
for the job. After what happened at the co-op, I thought it might never work again. At least not in this town.
There's a story here. You see, in real life, Ivy Schreiber got this little co-op shut down.
I can always count on you.
Apparently, the co-op was doing student matinees.
I needed someone who wasn't going to fold under pressure.
So she decides she's going to call Actors Equity to find out about the regulations.
I trust you.
Apparently, co-ops aren't supposed to do student matinees.
Thanks.
And presto, Ivy Schreiber gets the co-op shut down.
I won't let you down.
And Ivy Schreiber becomes the most unpopular person in the theater community.
I know.
That's the backstory. But we need a main plot now.
It's quite an honor to be involved in this show.
The last Mark W. Transom, the world's greatest playwright.
I love writing lines like that.
We shouldn't say too much about the state of modern Canadian theater.
I must have meant to write that.
Frankly, I never understood his appeal.
I must be getting tired.
I always heard his work was a little pretentious.
Keeping my mind open to suggestion.
Well, pretension sells. Even ask Andrew Lloyd Webber. breakdown, the better.
The beginning of the play is the most important part. If your audience is going to tune you out, it's in the first 15 minutes. You must establish objectives.
Putting on a play.
Maybe introduce a subplot.
Never thought I'd work in this town again.
Establish some stakes.
If this doesn't work, the board will have my hide.
That's enough to get the ball rolling, but if you really want a story, an obstacle.
By the way,
Introduce it with subtlety,
were you expecting anyone else today?
almost offhandedly.
Besides the actors?
Our narrative is created through conflict.
Why? Well, there was some guy waiting by the front door this morning.
Stories are a lot like life.
Who? I don't know. Some little guy with a briefcase.
Did he say what he wanted?
No, he just asked if this was the rehearsal for the cardboard box. I said yes, unlocked the front door, and when I turned back, he vanished. Briefcase and all.
I have no idea what the story's about.
Can you check through the building?
No idea who the guy with the briefcase is.
Make sure he's not hanging about.
Just throwing in things as I come up to me.
Yeah, I'll be happy to.
Well, I'll figure it out later.
I'm gonna take a walk around the block, see if I can shake this feeling of disaster.
Don't worry. We'll get through this, right?
Right. Oh boy, that's a bad play.
The cardboard box. Joe would have been better off directing the beer coaster. Okay, here's the setup. Father and son, they haven't seen each other in decades. They had a major fallout. The kid storms out. Now, he's gone. Disappears. And now, doesn't come back. And now the father's 50, 60, whatever, looks old on stage, and the kids start showing up around the house. Just showing up. And they argue. Well, father and son don't argue, but slowly over time, they break down the barriers. I have no idea when I wrote that. I have entire decades where I can't remember. But this sounds really familiar. Oh, I gotta get back on track. I gotta get this done by morning, and we're a lot of time here. I need some more sporting cast. Oh, this is that Shaw guy. He's good for a laugh or two. You can tell he's an actor. He checked out the free food in the first 30 seconds. This is good. This is good. I can use him. Maybe I can have him meet we have him meet Joe, or maybe the rest of.
Hello?
Oh, Christ.
Hello?
How the hell did he get into this?
Okay, please.
Russell. This guy.
Hello.
Good morning.
This must be...
It is.
And you must be...
I am. Jeffrey? Jeff. And you must be?
Russell. Russell Cross.
Ah, you're my son. Yeah? Have you seen the script?
No, have you?
No, but I'm sure we'll be seeing it soon enough.
I can hardly wait.
You seem quite excited about something you haven't seen yet.
It's Transom. It's bound to be good, right?
I knew I'd like him.
Even Shakespeare wrote some duds, chum.
There's something appealingly confrontational about Transom's work. It's like a slap in the audience's collective face.
Yes, I always look forward to assaulting an audience.
So much of theater is complacent. It's like all they want to do is...
Entertain?
Yes! Transom alienates his audience and forces him to think. He's the best thing that's ever happened to the stage.
You realize you're just doing a read-through today, don't you?
Well, we might be getting up on our feet. I like to be prepared.
When did you graduate theater school?
2 months ago.
No.
Hey, you want to join me in some force artists?
Done mine. Thanks.
What are you doing?
My memoirs.
Don't you have to be dead to do that?
Pardon me.
Well, I just thought that was something you did at the end of your career.
Lad, I've had enough work experience. I've written 12 of these journals.
So you've been out of work, huh? Oh, damn.
I found coffee.
Ah, bravo, oh sturdy yeoman.
Where do I get the water?
From a kitchen, from a bathroom, from a tap.
How much?
Fill her up, lad. You're doing a marvelous job.
Thank you.
Who's that? That's Lloyd. Tell me, impending doom, one word or two.
Okay, here's the meat of the thing. This is just about guys sitting around working some lines. No one. Not coming back anymore. Not here. This is just a bunch of people working on a play.
Okay, everyone. So if everybody has rehearsal schedules, I think that covers just about everything. Maybe we should talk about the nude scene.
There's a nude scene.
So I'm told.
I'm afraid I can't undress on stage. I'm a vivid blusher.
Sorry, Jeff. Rosin's the only one who gets naked on stage.
Never done a nude scene before. Not outside acting class.
I find nude scenes, they tend to disrupt the play more than anything else. Once you get a naked actor up on stage, the audience fails to see the character and, well, all they see is the naked actor.
Yeah. Isn't it great?
I'll make sure all the appropriate warnings are posted. Thanks.
Will you?
We don't want to run into any trouble.
I guess you know.
Something wrong, Russell?
No, nothing. Just saying how important it is not to do anything wrong. We don't want any trouble.
If you have something to say, I suggest you say it.
We don't want to give anyone a reason to call equity and have the show shut down. That happened to some friends of mine. Cost them a lot of time and money.
Well, they should have followed the regulations, and then no one would have gotten hurt. Here are your scripts. The coffee's over there, but we seem to be out at the moment. Thanks. Some more.
I like tea.
Ivy, I'll take care of it.
Darjeeling if you can.
Okay.
Or maybe some rose hip.
Okay.
Organic if you can manage.
Right.
But not Earl Grey. Nothing too English. Imperialist.
I'll see what I can do.
Thank you, Miss Schreiber.
You're welcome, Mr. Croft.
Anything else? No? Fine. Okay. So I'd like to start this rehearsal just with reading and discussing the script, which we'll sadly be doing without the benefits of Mark's insight and talent. Before we begin, I'd like to take a moment's silence in memory of the man who could not be with us today.
Ah, nice, very nice. A little bit of sentimentality will leaven the mood. come bubbling to the top, and before you know it, you've written a play about your mother. Well, you're gonna keep popping up with this thing. I guess I better figure out how to use it. Maybe it could be the obstacle. Something for our hero to overcome. Little bug to be squashed on the windshield of life.
I'm sorry. If you wanted to keep on...
Ivy's just talking to the lawyers.
Is this the play you're doing?
The cardboard box? Yes.
Oh, I didn't know.
You've heard of it?
Sure. Kind of. So this is my father's
Betrayal, 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 betrayal. Okay, here we go. The crying suddenly stops. The two men address the audience.
Birth.
Breath.
Growing.
Grasping.
For life.
For love.
We feel lost.
So we find a home.
We feel lonely.
So we find a lover.
We feel pain.
So we go doctor. Shouldn't that be so we go to the doctor?
Typos, they happen to the best of us.
Maybe he meant to write, we go doctor.
What? What? We go doctor?
Maybe. Could be. It might work.
It doesn't make any sense. Nobody says we go doctor.
Maybe the father isn't supposed to talk like a real person.
That's possible. I would really like to talk like a real person. It would make things easier for me in the long run.
But how can we be really sure that that's not what he's supposed to say?
Why would he say we go doctor? Is he a Neanderthal?
Sounds like Russian phraseology to me. Maybe you're supposed to use a Russian accent.
I can do a Russian accent. So we go doctor.
That works. I don't think the father's supposed to be Russian. Mr. Martin, does it sound like a Russian name to you?
No, it's childhood grammar. You know, like a 5-year-old would use. My God, it's brilliant. Don't you get it? We go through this whole birth, breath thing. Now we move on to the next stage of life. It's like the 7 stages of man. Brilliant.
Listen, I think you're all going to a great deal of trouble trying to justify something that just escaped in proofreading. Why don't you see what Joe has to say?
Yeah, we go doctor. We'll make it work. Let's figure out from we feel lost. Page 1.
Only 152 left to go.
We feel lost.
So we find a home.
We feel lonely.
So we find a lover.
We feel pain.
So we go doctor.
You know, I think that worked just fine.
End of scene. Comedy, comedy, comedy. I still got it. Can't slow down. Gotta keep moving here. We gotta concentrate on Joel. Figure out what's going on inside her head.
I see Lloyd left his briefcase. I suppose that means we can expect him tomorrow.
What are we going to do? A read-through of a 2-hour play is not supposed to take 8 hours.
Thank God for equity regulations or we'd still be here.
You didn't approve a single cut.
Not even the scene where they say it's spring and 5 minutes later they're looking through Christmas catalogs.
I need a coffee.
We're all out. We must have gone through 12 pots today. Even Russell stopped waiting for tea.
Listen, I'm sorry about Russell.
I've heard it all before. I've heard worse. The regulations are there for protection, and if you can't follow the rules, you deserve to be shut down.
This is good stuff. A character so moral should destroy the very thing she's supposed to protect.
Do you want me to talk to him?
Nah, I can handle it.
You know, I was really impressed by his reading today.
Yeah, he injected passion into that character.
He's a passionate guy.
The girl talk is nice, but
Really?
enough character exploration.
So what are we going to do about Lloyd?
Back to the plot.
This is only a first draft. I should be workshopping this thing, not rehearsing it.
We all knew this was going to be an interesting rehearsal process.
Yeah, interesting, yes. And suicidal? No.
Not enough action. Come on, rock the boat a little bit. Rock the boat.
I'd like to speak with you.
Problem?
Act 1, Scene 2.
Okay.
The son returns home. I say that I haven't seen my son in 11 years, but the whole plot depends upon me knowing that Lorne has just lost his job. How did I learn that?
I would assume the first statement's a mistake.
And what about my wife? If I thought she was deceased, then there's this passionate love scene.
Jeff, I would change it if I could, but
Joe, there you are.
And then there's this bit.
I wanted to talk to you about the nude scene.
The feather duster scene.
Feather duster?
On page 97, it says I take off my clothes.
The house cleaning scene.
But nowhere does it actually say I put my clothes back on.
Yeah.
And I thought it was meant to be Christmas time.
Am I naked for the rest of the play?
And why are all the windows open?
Does this nude scene ever actually end?
Wouldn't it get chilly?
Well, you can right, it would.
we'll find a way of getting you dressed.
Joe, I mean, Jeffrey has a point. Okay.
Joe,
Jeffrey,
Me?
problems.
I'm buck naked for 39 pages.
Excuse me, everyone. I just wanted to say how wonderful it is to hear the play read aloud. I'm just so moved. It's just, you're all just so, excuse me.
Go home, everyone.
But-
Go home. Come on, everyone. Joe wants to be alone.
I know the feeling, Joe. 3 o'clock in the morning and still no end in sight. Why did I ever get into this business?
Because you're good.
Thanks. What? You know you're really losing it when your characters start talking back to you. But it is nice seeing you, Joe, again. I missed you. Sometimes I think that I left too early. Better too early than too late, right? Right? Oh, God, I am going delusional here. Oh, come in quick, guy. Come in a minute. You blew it. And tell it was the deadline that did him in. See what you've done, Joe? Just testing. Gotta get back that darn plot. The beast must be fed. Back to the rehearsal hall.
What are you doing here? I thought I told you to stay away from my aquarium.
I was just looking. There's nothing wrong with that, is there?
You're a stranger here. I don't want you here.
I just wanted to see where you live, how you live. Nothing wrong with that.
You little pack rat. You parasite. Joe.
We would all prefer it if you kept your pants on, Russell.
Thank you.
You know, it's not like it's dress rehearsal. I can wear whatever I like.
Joe.
We'd prefer it if you know, concentrate on the script.
Actually, according to equity regulations, Mr. Croft can rehearse in any manner he chooses.
Great.
As long as it poses no danger to the actor or the company.
Well, let me go on record right now as saying this poses a danger not only to mine, but everybody else's peace of mind.
A valid complaint has been lodged. You'll have to stay dressed, Mr. Croft.
You're stifling my artistic expression.
Just following regulations.
I have rights.
I'll tell you what your rights are.
You tell me.
Okay, Russ, I'm me. Shall we move on?
Okay.
Okay. Page 44.
I'm keeping my shirt off for this.